Alright, we're kicking off today's Legacy stream with on Grixis Doomsday. This is a list I cribbed from Ethan Formicella. I saw it, also known as Monkeys Can't Cry, on Moto. I saw it performed well in some kind of recent event. The guy himself has been playing a lot of Doomsday for a while. I thought he was mostly on bug, but I saw this list and it looked cool and it looked a bit different. So I thought I'd give it a crack. I've really been enjoying playing it. So of note, this is a little different to the bug Doomsday lists that I've mostly been playing, where you use cards like Veil of Summer and Abrupt Decays. This is hinging more on going fast and using Daze for backup, and then using Pyroblasts for extra interaction. It does mean that I do have to weaken the sideboard does have to be weakened a little. We have an Abrade and a Meltdown instead of Abrupt Decays, so that could potentially be an issue. I'm not sure. I haven't really come up against matchups where they're relevant. And I think today I haven't been impressed with Yahenni's expertise, so I'm actually going to change that for a Massacre. There's been reasonable amounts of like Esper Vial and things like that. And Massacre just tends to deal nicely with those. I've even seen D&T again recently. So maybe D&T is also a force that needs to be played with. In terms of the main deck, it's pretty straightforward. 12 cantrips, 8 free counter spells, so 4 days for force. Pyroblast, Thoughtseize, Duress, rounding out the suite. And then a Doomsday package for 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Doomsday. You need at least 1 Street Wraith, 1 Edge, and 1 of these 2 draw spells, but we're playing both. Predict is not as exciting without access to what's the name of it? Unearth, but does still give you the capability of drawing into your pile, and just has some other little edge utility. So it means we're kind of happy to play Edge and Predict and Ideas Unbound. Cavern of Souls for control matchups, and Limdor's Vault, which is a card that hasn't impressed me yet, but I'm sticking with it for now in the hope that we get to do something cool with it. So I'm just going to move on. I'm going to start bashing. We want a league. And let's get on with this. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Doomsday. Kind of figured it would be. It's been a lot of fun playing, and figured it would be fun to try and play it on stream. I'm probably going to punt a lot. It's okay to play when you don't have to talk through everything that you're doing, but it gets really hard when you've got to concentrate on multiple things. So let's see how we actually get on with it. Hopefully we get a match soon too. Hopefully I'm audible as well. Yeah, long wait time. It's Legacy's normally really quick. I wonder if it's just because it's like a weird time to be playing Magic. Like, if it's just a crossover between, Sunday night for Australia and awkward times for Southeast Asia or something. Who knows? Fingers crossed by the time we get to our next match, it'll be a bit quicker. Yeah, I mean, I was playing a bunch earlier today, and I think the longest I waited was about a minute. I'm considering whether or not it would be quicker to drop out of the queue and rejoin, but I guess we'll give it another minute or so. This is like a vintage queue at this point. Alright, well, let's try re-queuing. If it doesn't change anything for us, we're just going to let it go. But this is a little frustrating. Alright, let's... Oh, there we go. Alright. So we're on the draw, which is a shame. Playing against the Surge. As in Surge Tankian, maybe? What do we reckon? This hand is not capable. Unfortunately. Just not doing anything. And this is much better. I guess we're going to bottom the Oracle. The Oracle's the only card here that's not doing anything. Yeah, I know. No Dark Ritual Doomsday turn 1? Why would I even play this deck? I wonder if we're meant to turn 1 Thoughtseize here. I think we might be. Okay, basic island and a preordained means we're playing against combo, so we're almost certainly meant to Thoughtseize here. Or at least that's what this historically means. I haven't played enough Legacy lately to be 100% sure on that. 2 cards on the bottom. Let's see what they've got. Ah, okay, cool. Storm. Alright, so... This is interesting. So they got a bunch of draw spells. I mean, the other line is to just play Brainstorm and say go, but I don't think we're into that. Maybe we just take one of the cantrips, daze the other. Like, I'm almost in for that. I guess the other thing that we can do is... No, okay, let's just cripple their game plan. Let's take Ponder. Like, they might play out a pedal. And maybe that's a reason for us to play our pedal out, but I don't think I'm into that. Like, we haven't made an obvious Delver. Ah, oh, damn. Alright. I will daze a duress. I mean, it's possible that he doesn't duress us here. And maybe holds the duress for when he's ready to go off, but I think he's probably kind of inclined to fire it off here. Unless he's going to cantrip again. So I suppose his hand is basically unknown at this point, right? He's got 3 cards. We are not drawing hot, though. That edge is like not quite the last card we wanted to see, but pretty close. Yeah, better than Oracle, I guess, but... To be fair, we might prefer an Oracle because then Force of Will. We could force pitching the Oracle and try to beat them to death with a Street Wraith, just as an alternative win con. Alright, let's see what... That's a good start. Let's see if we can find a Doomsday. No Doomsday, but a Force of Will is nice. This is not the Doomsday Mirror. We're playing against Storm. So I think we can actually, like... So long as they can't kill us this turn... Duress is fine. Yeah, possibly, but... I mean, I guess like the reason to do that was to basically take the Preordain, let them duress us, and then Street Wraith into a Force of Will. But I also would just want to kill them. And they're low on cards. I don't know. This is a tough one. Like, we're so close to actually just killing them here. I mean, we can scry the third one to the bottom, but... So right about now, opponent's deciding whether or not they can just... Oh, whether... Sorry, I guess they got to decide what to take. So we've got a little bit more time yet. Come on, Doomsday. Off the top. Yeah, maybe we're meant to cycle the... Not sure if we're meant to cycle the Street Wraith here. I'm definitely fetching another land. Actually, maybe not. I guess I like the Tarn for Brainstorm. So opponent's got to figure out whether or not they can kill us now. Dark Ritual, sure. So I think we're not going to try and act until they actually, like, put a business spell on the stack. Wishclaw Talisman, okay. Lion's Eye Diamond. So how much mana do they have now? They have a lot, right? So I guess this is Adnors. And so I guess we just Street Wraith now and hope to find Brainstorm into Force of Will. No, Brainstorm's a good start. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have cast Force of Will, but, like, what are they revealing? A lot of mana. Kind of need to keep going, right? I guess they've got two ponders to find. So they have one more flip. But I guess maybe not if they want to Thought Seizers. So that's their hand at the moment. And if they give us another turn, they probably die. The Brainstorm here, do we reckon? I still think they should have taken an extra flip or two. I don't think they were dead just yet. Okay, so this looked like we're dead now. Unless they're just going to like hit us with a million discard. Edge, sure. Wishclaw. That's very weird. Okay. Alright. What do we want here? We want Flusterstorms, Surgical Extraction, maybe Tormod's Crypts? I don't want Cavernous Souls, and I probably don't want an island, but maybe I just need the land density. Maybe it's just Surgical Extraction that I want, and we can trim a Street Wraith. Pyroblast is okay, but not amazing. Maybe we cut Pyroblast and we take another piece of Grave Hate. And we'll just keep everything else intact to try and go as fast as possible. Like, there is an argument for cutting another Street Wraith, but I think we're kind of okay just to have a very fast potential for a very fast combo. We'll play first and mulligan again. Wow. Oh no, okay, this is very much capable, and I guess we'll bottom the second days. Keep bottom U. And I guess we just take Lotus Petal. So this is interesting, right? Because if they go... Alright, let's try this. We're going to daze their Preordain, and we're going to try and cut them off mana. and I kind of don't want any of these cards, so Preordain is a nice pickup. And I guess we want all of these. Okay, so how are we doing this? Opponent probably doesn't have any way to... Like, it's possible they're playing a surgical extraction or something like that, but they're probably not. So I guess maybe we just do like a cyclopile. So what are we going to do? We'll draw Brainstorm next turn. So 4 cards. Brainstorm takes us to 3 cards. Edge into Oracle gives us 2 cards in the library. And that's perfect. And we just need to buy 1 turn. We know 4 of opponent's cards in hand, and we might actually consider casting a surgical extraction here. Oh, sorry, we might consider forcing a surgical extraction if they have it. They actually need... So what do they need here? LED's fine. Alright, and now we are going to have 3 cards in the library, 2 when we Oracle. So I guess I want Oracle to be my top card. And that should do it. I don't think we want to change anything post-board. There are arguments for the blast effects, but I just don't think that's the game we want to be playing. And everything else seems redundant. Maybe there's an... I'm just wondering whether or not like we want Crypt out in, for Street Wraith on the draw. This is also not capable. We just don't want to be playing defense. This is very much capable, and I will bottom... Well, let's try bottoming Petal. This is speculative. I want to find out how Limdor's Vault performs. And the only way we can do it is if we get a chance to cast it. So Thoughtseize should probably take the Brainstorm here, but maybe the Dark Ritual? Like, the Dark Ritual is our velocity. I think I'd kind of love to draw a Daze here. Or a Flusterstorm, I guess. Yeah, okay, so Dark Ritual. That makes sense. I guess we just want to land right now, but probably not that one. And that one's perfect. So interesting question here. If we have to... So what do we do next turn? I'm wondering if we preordain or if we hold up Limdul's Vault, because if we get the right Limdul's Vault, we could take all cards off of it without much stress. Like we could take the top 3. So we could get a really good Limdul's Vault with the Brainstorm. Thoughtseize is fine. Alright, so we've been discarded twice now. Like, the Predict's kind of nice to have, but we don't know the top of the library. We want to take the Doomsday. And we'll take the Doomsday so that we can combo fairly quickly from here. Wow, brutal. Yeah, well, that's nice. Okay, I'm just going to cast Doomsday. It is possible for them to kill us without a great deal of stress from here. Because we're going to go down to like 8, and that just means depending on what they draw. Veil. Do they have a Flusterstorm? Alright, so I guess let's, from here... I mean, I'm kind of inclined at this point to... maybe just try and cycle through our library. I guess they might have an Abrupt Decay. So maybe let's just go Ideas Unbound, draw Lotus Petal, Oracle, Edge. No, I guess Limdul's Vault can also rearrange our library at any point. Ritual LED Tutor. which they obviously don't have here, would have won them the game. And we'll just drop an Oracle. Yep, okay, cool. That's match. Alright, next match. Hopefully not Storm again. Alright. And we lose the dice roll again. Okay, I'm going to keep this. This hand's acceptable. It's probably, like, not ideal. It's fine, right? We can hardcast a Doomsday. We have cantrips and we have lands. So his opponent on, I guess opponent's on Delver? No. What on earth is opponent on? If anyone's watching right now and knows, I'd love to hear. Is there a Bug Zenith deck? Are we going to get Leovolded? Is this Infect? Alright, well this is nice. So what do I actually want here? Bug Zenith, okay. I guess we just kind of hope that they tap out. I have no idea what opponent's doing. Leovold, sure. Infect plays Arbor because they... what Arbor does... Okay, so here I think we get to do something kind of fun. So we're going to go to 8. Opponent's going to bash for 4. They play Arbor as like defense against, or they have played Arbor as defense against like some of the ridiculous. What do you call it? The like sack a creature effects. I can't remember what they're called. Okay. What I actually want to do here is I think I want to put a red blast in my pile. I'm going to put a pyroblast in my pile. We're going to draw into pyroblast. That's going to be 4 cards in hand. Kill their Leovolds. And then we will predict ourselves, naming Street Wraith, drawing Thassa's Oracle, Lotus Petal. And then draw a land for turn. So we draw Pyroblast, we predict Pyroblast Leovolds, sacrificing Underground Sea, Petal, predict, target ourselves, name Street Wraith, draw Oracle. Yep, okay. So I guess we sacrifice the Delta here. Underground Sea. Alright, so predict is naming Street Wraith. I guess we'll just do this now. Maybe we should have done this in their end step so they had 1 less card. Yeah, I think maybe letting them tap out first was correct. But I also can't be sure they're going to tap out when they have 5 mana. I mean, what we can do from here is like, even if they do Zenith for another Leovold, we actually just predict ourselves. Icefang Coatl is fine. You know what that last land should have been? That last land should have actually been a Cavern of Souls. That was a mistake. Dried Up is going to bash us for 2. Okay, cool. They just scooped. That's fine. So what do we want against opponent here? Some number of these, I think. I'm not going to board in pushes. I might be willing to cut a land. So do we think maybe something like this? And do we actually need Baleful Strix? I guess maybe we don't need Baleful Strix. I don't know, I'll keep it for now. But I think we might board Strix out on the play. Look, the reason not to take push is most of their hate pieces are going to be blue cards. And we have 4 of them. Like 4 pushes, basically. Now we'll keep this. It's not stellar, but I think we'll keep it. It has enough interaction that we should have time. Limdul's Vault, once again proving its value by being force bait. You can have a hierarch. Okay, perfect. Delta is exactly what we needed. Carpet of Flowers is fine. So I guess I'll play the sea at some point soon. I guess in the next turn, unless we can draw another fetch. And then we'll Limdul's Vault. Yeah, carpet's everywhere, apparently. Like, I'm not sure this is the right deck to bring in carpet against, but... do I just want to go ahead and Pyroblast that? I think we do. I can take a turn off my Limdul's Vault. Yeah, I've seen Carpet's price on MTGO. I'm lucky I bought them freaking ages ago. Because I could not afford that right now. Well, I suppose I could. It's in my ticks, but... like, it's as expensive as it is in real life, just about, right? So what's opponent doing now? No, $6 in real life. It's gone down. Yeah, it's more than 6, but it's not terribly expensive. Uro is fine. Hey Henry, how you going? Yeah, it was reprinted like last year, but it got to like 30 or 40 bucks. Alright, so interesting question here becomes... Oh, so we have a Thassa's Oracle in hand. Interesting question. Okay, so... Maybe I take like Pyroblast... How long do we want to wait before we draw Doomsday? So I could take Doomsday and have Force backup. Which seems good enough, right? So Edge of Autumn draws a card. So I need an extra land. Or I could wait an extra turn and have a Pyroblast backup. Pyroblast plus Force backup. Which actually just seems better. Because I don't really mind the Euro. I mean, we're going to put Cavern in a pile, I'm pretty sure, one way or another. I think what this is going to let us do is just be a little bit turtled up. Because they're not threatening our life total very much. The Pyroblast means that we're immune to most things. I guess if they surgical here, we'll just let it happen. Do we still have internet? Oh, there we go. Look, we are, but we're also just, like, we're drawing land into Doomsday. Oh, sorry, we're drawing Doomsday and then we're going to draw a land. And they don't have a lot of outs here, and having a second counterspell, or a third counterspell, or however you want to describe it, is going to be pretty helpful for us. So Doomsday is next in the pile. I think I kind of want them to tap, like to cast their Uro here. Do I want to trade? I guess they can't do anything with the Euro, can they? They need to cantrip. Oko's fine. That's fine. Alright, so let's cycle into you. Underground Sea. Underground Sea. Is there any reason to get anything else? I don't think so. We might want the pedal for black here for our Doomsday. So we Ideas Unbound and we draw 3 cards. So Lotus Petal, Edge of Autumn, Street Wraith. So we're going to have 2 Cyclers in hand. I guess. Ooh, we do not want to cast you just yet. We do want to Ideas Unbound. Okay, tell you what, let's not cycle our Edge just yet. Because we don't need to. Although, actually, I guess if we cycle our last Edge... yeah, Edge of Autumn is just a cycle. So, look, you can use it to generate a land drop as well, although wouldn't work so well in this particular variation. It just... here it basically just draws you a card without costing any life. And so now we actually have Force Red backup. Alright, cool. 2-0. So that's why I've been having fun playing with this deck. It seems like it is well put together to beat the current meta. In that it basically, plays all the blasts, just enough discard to be relevant, and it just has a good turbo plan and a Cavern of Souls. And that Cavern of Souls can just be such a beating. Like, if you ever just have the Cavern... If you manage to get your Doomsday off against Snowco and they don't already have a threat in play, they're probably just dead. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we're not excited about the Cavern of Souls, but... So... It's an argument, I guess I want both of these cards, right? This is a turn 2 Doomsday hand, depending on what they do. Like, if they tap out, we're going to go for turn 2 Doomsday. Sure. So, I guess I'm just going for... assuming they don't have it. Hey Jack, you might know the answer to this. Is Goblins currently playing Red Blast in the main? Okay, cool. Lightning Bolts? I don't think it actually matters. I think we can beat a Lightning Bolt. So we want a Thassa's Oracle, a Lion's Eye Diamond, an Edge of Autumn. We'll play something like a Ideas Unbound, and a Lotus Petal. So Brainstorm is going to put 4 cards. We're going to cycle, have 3 cards. We'll draw the Ideas Unbound. Ideas Unbound. We'll have 1 mana left floating afterwards. Okay, so what do we need? We need Petal Oracle on the bottom, and the other 3 in any order at the moment. So we're going to cycle into Ideas Unbound. What's wrong with this line, Jack? What do you mean it doesn't play around Wasteland? Yeah. This doesn't play around Red Blast? No, I don't like passing the turn against Goblins. Alright, so I definitely want those 3. I don't want Pyroblast. I don't want Duress. Thoughtseize is questionable. So is Cavern of Souls? Like, I know they can technically Pyroblast my dude, but I think if we're at that point, we're in trouble. Yeah. We only have the 1 Thoughtseize. I'm wondering whether or not I want Strixen. Like, there's an argument for Strixen over Street Wraith. Yeah. Alright. I haven't played Legacy for a while, so I'm going to trust you on this one. Oh, fuck, that's awful. Alright, mulligan. Keep. Guess we'll bottom the second force here. If we draw a blue source, I'm probably just going to Thoughtseize them, depending on what they do. Maybe we should have bottomed the Thoughtseize. No, I'm glad we bottomed the second force then. Alright, Lackey, you got it. You reckon Thoughtseize them? Eh. What does Munitions Expert do? Creature or Planeswalker? Sling Gang Lieutenant, you got it. I guess that's their combo kill, right? Pile Driver, ooh. So I guess I don't want either of these. What do I actually want? Oh, god damn. So we're kind of looking for a fatal push here, I guess, right? So how does this work? +2/+0. So we're going to take a lot of damage, right? 5, 6, 7. So we have one more turn after this. So we need the ritual. So that's 7. So we'll go to... Fuck. I think I need to Street Wraith into exactly Fatal Push. So that's 7. We go to 2. No. Alright. So I guess we bring in... So you said they've got infinite removal. If they've got infinite removal, then I don't think... Yeah, okay. We'll leave the Strixen out completely and we'll just try to turbo kill them. Mulligan. Alright, well... I think we're just going to try to... So I'm actually just going to try to... Cantrip is probably better than a Dead Force. I mean, possibly, but like, Force of Will we're okay enough with. Okay, I think I'm just going to try and kill him here. If they've got something, they've got something, and we're not going to play around it. So I guess we just do the same pile as last time. Oracle, Edge, Lion's Eye Diamond, Brainstorm, Ideas. I mean, if they've got it, they've got it. Like, we need a Lotus Petal for this line. Like, I can't play around absolutely everything. So, Brainstorm is 4 cards. Cycle into Edge is 3 cards. Okay, cool. So we want Petal, Oracle, and you 3 can be in any order. And we need to put back Ponder, Ideas Unbound. Cool, there we go. Well, fair and interactive Magic. Thassa's Oracle is the new Tendrils of Agony, apparently. Yeah, Goblins being a turn 2 deck. I mean, look, Goblins has always been surprisingly scary fast, but yeah, Muxus is just... I don't know, I've only had to play it against it a couple of times. It's just very absurd with Winstigator and Lackey. We will take the play. I'm getting a lot of really bad hands. We'll snap this one off. And I guess I'll just lead on a Thoughtseize. I guess Allosaurus Shepherd is... So Symbiote is going to take a few turns to get online, right? How long does Symbiote take to get online? So... Alright, I guess Allosaurus Shepherd is likely to kill us a little bit faster. I mean, sure, but... Oh, wait, why am I... Hang on. Alright, so I guess we... Ideas Unbound. Edge of Autumn. Lotus Petal. So, Thassa's Oracle... Thassa's Oracle... so Ideas Unbound will draw Thassa's Oracle, Lotus Petal. days. And Delta will fetch Underground Sea. So 1, 2, 3. Sure. I mean, we could ponder into days now as a protection spell. And then you don't need to fetch anything. That seems fine, right? So, Ideas Unbound then draws Oracle, Petal, Sea. Four cards in library. 3 cards next turn. That's perfect. Oh wait, never mind. We can't use days. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not shuffling my library, man. Alright, so we don't want Cavern of Souls. Guess we just want, like, maybe Fluster Storms and pushes. Do we even want push? Pyroblast, Duress. Maybe just like that? Oracle's great. New tendrils, man. It's the new tendrils. Fuck. This hand is slow. I think we can do better. And this is much better. We'll bottom a Doomsday. Yeah, we haven't seen any white sources, man. So Massacre's just not great until we see a white source. Like, you can make an argument for a Braid. I mean, do we just Doomsday? I think we just Doomsday, right? And we probably just do exactly the same thing. Thassa's Oracle. Petal. Petal. We need to be a bit choosier this time. Ideas Unbound. Cycler. So we're drawing ideas into I probably won't 5-0 Jack. Even if I win this one, I will almost certainly punt the last match. Glimpse. certainly going to be a glimpse, right? Like, glimpse is their only out. I guess choke could technically be a problem. I mean, glimpse could draw them into a surgical extraction. I don't know if they're currently playing that. Or a mindbreak trap. It's possible they could natty order me. There's a lot of things that can go wrong off a glimpse, so... I don't actually know what is in the current elf sideboard. Natural order? I mean, this could be bad. Let's see what they name with Archon. Like, I mean, they got the glimpse. It was a good glimpse. Let's hope they name like instant or something. Artifact, okay. So we have 8 damage next turn. So this will put 3 cards. Alright, this is us dead, right? Yep, okay, cool. Is there anything we want to change here? Do we maybe want Duress? How do we feel about Duress versus like a Street Wraith? Maybe I like a Duress over a Street Wraith. Alright, and... So I might daze whatever they play here, go on to Thought Seize them, and then we can probably just Doomsday them. I think if they Allosaurus Shepherd, we'll probably Okay, if this is their hand, I'm definitely thought seizing them. What do they have? So I guess we just do exactly what we've been doing every single time. Yeah, they have more ways to make mana than they do to, like, summon up their fatties. Oracle. Okay. So we're going to brainstorm. What are we going to draw for turn? We have 4 cards afterwards. So we're going to have 4 cards, 3 cards after we brainstorm. So we actually need... Or I suppose we can just... I mean, maybe I just go Street Wraith, cycle Street Wraith, cycle Street Wraith, blue, blue. And this lets us play around Mindbreak Trap. Alright, so we want Petal on the bottom. So what have they got? So they're going to have access to something like 3 mana? Heritage Druid, Cradle for 2. Sentinel. Sentinel. Maybe I was meant to daze the Heritage Druid there. I was certainly meant to daze the Heritage Druid there. Symbiote. Alright, so I guess we put like a Street Wraith and a Thassa's Oracle in. Alright, 4-0. I'm going to go refill my water and then I'm going to bash my last match. I mean, Elves always makes you cry, Jack. Alright, hopefully we don't have too long to wait for this match. Because at 4-0, I think it might take us a touch longer. While we're waiting, I will bash what in the tournament practice room? I'll tell you what, before I resort to that, let's just wait. I mean, Jack, if you want to get in here and bash, then feel free. Ah, we have a match. Is it the jig is always up? Because we need to bash things. It's how we win. We are not bashing against the jig is always up, and we are keeping this hand. It's not amazing. So I think turn one Thoughtseize is reasonable here. Thought Lash combo. Okay. Do we just take Thought Lash? I guess we just take Thought Lash, right? Or do we take Force? Or Ponder? This is interesting. I think I'm just taking Ponder. Like, Veil's fine and all, but I think we'll find a way to beat it. Yeah, I kind of like all of these. Maybe I was just meant to take the Force. Hideaway, sure. So what's he played? Tropical Island. So we know about those 4 cards. What do I want here? I guess I kind of want a volcanic island. Yeah, I mean, look, they're on a... I think I like both of these. Yeah, I know they're playing Thought Lash combo, and I have a rough idea of how it pans out. That was not great. I think I want to Limdor's Vault end of turn. Okay. So we'll let them Thought Lash. And I'm actually going to Pyroblast the Thought Lash here. So what are they exiling? Yeah, Sheldock Isle's pretty cool, man. I'm not 100% sure what it's doing in this matchup, but... So opponent's got 4 cards in hand, Force of Will, Veil of Summer, Unknown, Unknown. So how many oracles do they actually play? 1, 2... Okay. We are going to... How do we want to do this? So if we Ideas Unbound, we can draw Predict, Force of Will, Days. But I don't really want all of those cards. I just want... Alright, I guess we just got to try and jam, right? So opponent needs to... They can win here pretty easily, to be honest. We're not looking good. I haven't tallied up what's in their graveyard at the moment, but 2, 3, 4 Brainstorm, 3 Force of Will, 3 Oracles, 3 Thought Lash. So interestingly, if their remaining card in hand is Thassa's Oracle, they are dead. I don't know what's under the Shelldock Isle. It's probably either Thought Lash or Thassa's Oracle. Also, if no, okay, so they can Shelldock Isle in upkeep, so it actually doesn't matter. So they have the Veil. They just need to figure out if they can force. All right, so Oracle, Cavern of Souls, just in case. So Ideas is going to draw Cavern of Souls, Thassa's Oracle, Straight Wraith. Straight Wraith is going to draw Straight Wraith. Straight Wraith is going to draw Edge of Autumn. Have we played a land for turn? So interestingly... No, wait, that doesn't work. Oh, wow. What on earth? Merfolk? Okay. Oh, what the hell? Fuck's sake. Yeah, even worse. Oh, wow. Yeah, so once we got the Oracle on the stack, we're okay, and that's why we just like fill the bottom with Cyclers. The biggest problem there was the Cavern of Souls. That wasn't even... Yeah, Merfolk best deck in Legacy. This is 2 Merfolk decks bashing, right? Alright, so I guess I like Flusters and Rebs. Hey, Jack. Hang on, let's try something here. Exile. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, normally you have the option of deciding which mana, but... Fucking Cavern. Exile the top card of your library. Okay. So Surgical's not going to be amazing here. I mean, it's possibly okay. Cut an island. Predict. We need to cut one more card. Yeah, but I guess we're like, if we can tag one, we can tag one. But I guess I don't mind Surgical here, but I just don't know what to cut. I guess we're on the draw, so I'll cut a daze. Maybe I don't like the flusters. Oh, for fuck's sake. So close. Much better. What are we going to bottom? We will bottom... Limdul's Vault. No, that's nice. Alright, I'm not going to Doomsday into open mana here. I do like all of these. Sheldock Isle's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm using the flusters as supplemental rather than primary here. I think we jam. I think we have enough kind of action here to just try and push a Doomsday through. Well, lucky we had multiple pieces of interaction there. What I will do is I guess I want to... I think I actually just want the least interacted pile possible. This is where it'd be nice to have an extra cycler, but we'll take like a ponder. Oh, we need a Thassa's Oracle, don't we? So we have an Oracle, a Cavern of Souls, 2 cyclers done. We're kind of shields down. We have 0 protection here, but I think this is good enough. Cavern, Oracle. This is just where we're seeing Cavern come into its own. So I assume they have something like a Show and Tell to cheat a Thought Lash out earlier, or maybe Ancient Tombs. I guess Sheldock Isle does the same thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. What a fucking nuisance. Okay. If you got it, you got it. We'll take a daze. We will cut. Limdul's Vault. Guess that lets us be a better combo deck. This is tough. I've got a preordain, but I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, shit happens, right, Justin? But still frustrating. Yeah, this hand seems good. I mean, let's just turtle up for a little while. We'll take all the protection. Fucking... What a shit fight. Should have taken some protection. Is the next land a card a land? I think the next card is a land, and I think I kind of want that. So I guess all we really need now is a Doomsday and a draw card, and we need to run our opponent out of cards. Alright. Oh, okay. More hideaway shenanigans. Eh. I like Brainstorm. Guess we don't want you or you at the moment. What do you mean, do I even own forces? Of course I own forces. Veil of Summer. I've owned forces for ages. I mean, I've played Rug Delver before. I just own them so that I can play decks like that. Do we want to allow that? I guess we do. And what do you mean I don't play Force decks, Jack? This is a Force deck. Plays 4 copies of Force of Will. And 4 copies of Daze. Paradigm shift, okay. Exile all cards from your library. Yeah, let's fight over this. Three. Well, let's not brainstorm, let's flusterstorm instead. So I don't exactly know where this is going to put us in terms of our opponent versus us in the who's going to be able to draw out of this faster. I think we actually are meant to just jam if we happen to top deck our Doomsday here. I don't think we're meant to wait for whatever that's worth. Even though there are many things that could go wrong, I just think from here it's, we need to start trying to Doomsday. He's low on resources. He doesn't have much. Like, the problem with letting this resolve from here is that... I guess. Although it depends on what they got in the Shelldock Isle, right? What's he got? Oracle, 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 Oracle. So he's got to have a Jace somewhere. Yeah, never didn't have it. Thassa's Oracle. Lion's Eye Diamond. Edge of Autumn. I mean, we'll feel really bad if he forces our fucking thing. So we're going to need a... We have a Lotus Petal already, and we don't even need it. Edge of Autumn. Maybe we take, like, a Duress. So Thassa's Oracle, Lion's Eye Diamond, Edge of Autumn. So 4 cards. Edge gets us 3 cards. 3 cards gets us into Ideas Unbound, which gives us 0 remaining. Brainstorm will draw us into the pile, and then Edge will draw us ideas. So Brainstorm 4 cards, Cycle Edge 3 cards, Ideas Unbound leaves us with Grixis. So we actually need Thassa's Oracle, Duress in the bottom 3, these anywhere in the top 3. And now we want Lotus Petal, Ideas Unbound. Let's see what they got going on over there. Brainstorm, cool. Perfect. Alright, boys and girls. Doomsday. Best deck in the format. Easy game, yeah. Alright, look, I'm going to call... Yeah, thanks, man. I think this Doomsday variation has proven to be all right. Yeah, I mean, look, ripping the Doomsday off the top there was pretty nuts too, right? But no, all right. I'm actually going to call it quits for the night there. I'm going to go have some dinner and watch some TV and vegetate before work tomorrow. I might stream again a bit later in the week. Thanks for everyone for joining in.